Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit Zappy here, back again with Hunter x Hunter. We're on episode 84, and in the last episode we had some one-on-one fights. Well, we had two one-on-one fights, and then we had one versus 100, or however many fucking there was, when Kite just decided to rinse the lot of them with a nice scythe swipe. And kill them all in one. I mean, I don't think he really killed them all. I think he probably killed the toad, because that was at the right height. But the rest of them, you need to really destroy the brain, right? So yeah, and I don't really think they finished them off because they don't have the time to. Pockle is alive in the storeroom, so we'll see what happens with that. I believe Colt is wanting him for research purposes with the aura thing and whatnot. If the attack that Gon and Killua gave to Ramut, that if that was the catalyst for now this sudden surge of aura power and Nen and whatever, then obviously that's what he's going to want Pockle for. And the Hunter Association, they are sending out a punitive force, which I think it should be called an impunitive force, because there is going to be no punishment. It's just going to be straight up death. So it's not really punishment, it's just extermination. So yeah, that's coming out, and I believe Netero will be a part of it. I hope he will, because I want to see him fight, truly. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And Kite is also sort of a bit anxious about the way Gon is going about things. And as am I. So I'm with Kite on this one. But anyway, yeah, so nothing else to really talk about. We're just going to get in episode 84 and see what we get. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, episode 84. Pockle. Damn. What a fucking horrible fate for him. Seriously, man. Especially how cool his Nen is. I love the idea of the rainbow arrows, and I never even got to see them. I mean, I don't know if that's something that's really going to pass on to a Chimera ant or whatever, but because it might pass on to the fucking king if the king's ever born. But jeez, that was. I mean, the scene was very well done because it was so fucking. It was sad. It was very sad. But yeah, we've got royal guards now. We've got a royal guard with Neferpito, who was also a specialist, so that's something to take. But she was born with it, which is interesting, and I don't know how. Because somebody mentioned that Pockle may not have been the first sort of what they consider rare human with Nen that they captured or ate, because there were other hunters in the area that have kind of disappeared and gone missing. So, but the only reason why I thought Pockle was the first one that they captured, and that was their first thingy, because that would have meant that the hunters that they captured that had the use of Nen never got to use it before they captured them, or killed them. But I feel like that's the only way that Neferpito could have been. But then that would go to say that one of these hunters that was killed or whatever would have been a specialist, right? I don't know, because I don't really think that when they are born they are classed as new people in a way, because they get everything from what they were before they were eaten. So if that was the case, that would you would have to assume that the one of the hunters that was eaten would have been a specialist, and I feel like specialists rare as fuck. So I don't know. But with her being a specialist, not only is she just clearly just on another level anyway, but being a specialist means that she's got some kind of power that just doesn't equate to anything else, right? Because that's how specialists work. And I believe she's actually the female Hisoka that somebody's talking about. Somebody left a comment saying that there's a female Hisoka coming up, and I think this is her. I think this has got to be her, right? You see, this is the other reason why Hisoka needs to get here. He needs to be involved. It would be perfect. Ugh, damn. Yeah, so I believe the whole thing of Cold mentioning that he believed that the catalyst for bringing out the Nen in Ramod was from the attack because it was used with Nen. And I think I get it now because I literally just remembered during this episode that when we had Wing that was talking about the whole thing, that it could be forced open, that I believe that's what happened. The attack would have forced open their paws, and that's how they got it. So they're going to basically do that for all of them. They're just going to take a punch with straight up Nen to force it out, I guess. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, it's going to get much. It's going to get much harder. I mean, I still feel like Kite will be fine with the squadron leaders and stuff. With the Royal Guards, I have no idea. And if the King comes out, God knows how fucking powerful he's going to be if the Royal Guards are at this level. So I have no idea. Puckle had anti-venom or whatever the fuck. Didn't even help him anyway. Poor guy, man. Just, oh, jeez. It sucks for that whole squad. Puckle, Ponzu. I had it the worst, man. I had it the worst. I was about to say, like, I don't know, because they cut it off, I don't know if it's going to be the case. I don't know if, I was going to say, is Puckle even, like, is he even aware of what's happening right now? I don't know if he is. He could be a vegetable right now, you know? But I was right, and I was in the discussion of the last episode. I was thinking I was talking about like they had like meatball things, because the Queen was like feasting on them like a few episodes back, and I was like, what the hell are those? And I had to assume like, well, meatballs, because she was like, you know. But I think I was talking in other episodes about how I don't know if there's a way the Queen can determine what she gives birth to depending on what she's eating. You know, like she could have like percentage of this, that, and this. If they've got a pig chef, which they do, preparing it, then maybe there's a case for like putting a bunch of different things into one meatball that does that, and this one has that one, and shit like that. You know, basically giving them the best genes or whatever, and best groups of DNA, and I don't know, to make like, you know, like the quintessential strong creatures. Can't get over that fucking. It was such an effective scene because it was like, it was horrific, you know. It reminded us of that one fucking what's the movie? It's oh god, it's the alien one with the bugs. There's like a brain bug, and somebody just gets like their brains sucked out. It's fucking, it was rancid. But that's kind of like what it reminds me of. Obviously, it's not exactly the same, but it just, it was one of the first things that popped in my head when I figured out what was happening. Why can't I remember it? Starship Troopers, that's the one. Yeah. It's just horrific. Just fucking horrific, man. Well, yeah, I don't think... This could go one of two ways. Either Puckle is going to be eaten, and that's going to transfer into a very strong Royal Guard or King. Or Kite, Gon and Killua are going to get there in time, but his brain's going to be just mush, and he's not going to be, you know, he probably might as well be dead, you know. So I just fucking, it's just horrible. It's just fucking horrible. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else. I wrote down Kite could tell it was a trap again, just, you know, but I don't need to keep saying how great Kite is. I mean, we already know this. I had Ramo who fucking totally 180'd as soon as the Royal Guard was born. Yeah, she had the killer instinct aura or whatever, right? That Hisoka has. There's no other one. No other person has an aura like his, where it's just pure, like, it radiates that like purple. But she even has like those clothes on. Like there's like those like sort of Joker type clothes. Kind of. It's like the line, like the pants and like the stocking things that she has on. Those are like Joker clothes. And also her eye colour as well is like almost Hisoka colours. So yeah, and she's a cat. Oh well. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm in a state of just shock because of what happened to Pockle. That was horrible. Yeah, we need I just feel like we're not going to get it, but we need a new opening, man. It just doesn't fit this arc at all. It doesn't fit it. Ugh. Neither does the ending either, to be fair. But yeah, that's literally all I've got. So, right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below, I've linked certain things. One of them is the Discord, so you can get yourself over there. And there's also a Patreon page that I have as well. So if you don't want to support me on Patreon, that'd be very much appreciated. There is a bunch of different tiers and rewards. Early access, $5 a month, gives you access to shows a week early, and you get 4 episodes of Hunter x Hunter every week, as opposed to the usual 2 that the general public get. So by the time this episode comes out for the general public, you could go over to my Patreon, become an early access tier patron, and have access to like the rest of the show in reactions. So if you can binge watch all that in a month, it'll only cost you $5 for all those reactions. So it's a pretty good deal. There's also the $10 a month for the full length there, although that doesn't really matter for this show again, because obviously it's full length anyway. But for other shows, you will need that. And then there are tiers up there where you can pay to have a certain show reacted to. So if you want me to react to a show, then you can go have a look at that and see what that's all about. Okay, but that's all I've got. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.